why were we invited to the conference in the first place? Again, J Street is not an artistic organization. They're a new lobbying organization. We were invited to have this event, to have a discussion on how can culture, specifically poetry, be used as a tool for social change, and specifically to have the conversations that are hard to have. I know listening to Kevin provokes a lot in me. Listening to Kevin for those last 15 minutes and that last poem makes me want to speak, it makes me want to yell, it makes me want to cry. It brings out a lot. It brings out more than just reading the newspaper or just reading the BBC. And it brings it out in a way that hopefully we can see more in common with each other, more in common with each other's humanity, while recognizing that we are not all the same, but we can have the same goals. So for me, it is creating a space that is a safe space to maybe not leave the conversation in the same place that you started it. So I hope that I know that when I listen to that piece, it pushes me in ways that I might not want to be pushed, but that maybe I need to be pushed.
I think that art, culture does a lot of things. It brings people together. It allows us to have conversations that perhaps, publicly we don't always have. Although I think for me, my experience is that hip hop kind of throws us into these multicultural, radically diverse spaces, and has us scrape against one another in ways that we normally are not comfortable doing 10, 15 years ago, but now we're more and more used to. What I think honestly is that I think we were invited to J Street to like sing and dance a little bit, and they were like, it'd be cool, like those poets are Jewish. That's amazing. They wear dope outfits or something, and so I think that that's in part maybe why we were invited in truth, because then, I know the people who invited us specifically knew the content, but I think that once it got kicked up and spread around, that they were like, whoa, I thought that they were gonna like come in and tell some Groucho Marx jokes, which I got plenty of. I just wrote a poem about Sid Caesar. Thank you. And all right. And yeah. So, but I think really, part of there's a lot of different kinds of art, and I think one of the things that art, one of the books said that art urges voyages, and I think that's part of the kind of art that I feel in part does that.